commentary on the 30 Aeons as living atoms in the Valentinian Pleroma. In Valentinian theology, the pleroma is not an abstract or immaterial space, but the corporeal and material fullness of divine existence. It is composed of aeons, emanations from the primal source. These are not personal beings, minds, or spiritual abstractions, but indivisible, incorruptible, and active material units, living atoms that compose the divine order. These aeons do not possess thought, will, or sensation. They are alive in the sense that they move, join, unfold, and express energy. They are physical, not made of earthly matter, but of the substance proper to the pleroma, material, structured, and unbreakable. Like the atomic theory of Democritus and Epicurus, in which the world is built from irreducible particles in motion, the Valentinian Pleroma is composed of these elemental units. Not dead particles, but self-sustaining, indissoluble entities. Each aeon is a living type, not a personality, but a unique form of divine material expression. First generation, Bythos and Psi, depth and silence. Bythos, depth, is the first atom, absolute, indivisible, and ungenerated. It is not a sphere or point, but the material root of all emanation. Psi, silence, is the stable medium into which Bythos moves. It is not space or emptiness, but a receptive condition that allows generation to begin. Together, they express the relation of motion and stability, the initiating polarity of all corporeal emanation. Second generation, Nous and Aletheia, mind and truth. Nous, mind, is not a thinking entity, but a structuring atom. It brings material form and order into manifestation. Aletheia, truth, is the steadfast material condition that reveals and stabilizes what new generates. These two are active bodies in relation, one forming, the other stabilizing. Third generation, Logos and Zoe, word and life. Word is not speech, but energetic transmission, a forward-moving material surge. Zoe life is vitality itself, not conscious life, but the ceaseless productive motion of corporeal being. Together, they advance the outward expansion of the pleroma through active material processes. Fourth generation, Anthropos and Ecclesia, humanity and assembly. Anthropos, humanity, is not mankind, but a living mold of form, representing relation and likeness in material expression. Ecclesia assembly is the unifying body that gathers and joins, not as a mind, but as the material bond of collective harmony. These express the structure and consolidation of corporeal unity. Fifth generation, differentiated aeons, corporeal relations in fullness. These pairs are further material distinctions, expressing qualities of divine reality. Bytheos, profound, and mixis, mixture, deep, saturated presence and active combining of forms. Ageratos, incorruptible, and henosis, union, unfading substance and material integration. Autophys, self-originated, and hedon, pleasure, innate stability and the restfulness of proper relation. Asynetos, insynxis, commixture, fixedness and the joining of distinct materials into a stable whole. Monogenes, only begotten, and Macaria, happiness, singular material identity and fulfilled harmony. From Anthropos and Ecclesia emerge additional material expressions of relational reality, Paracletus, supporter, and Pistis, trust, upholding force and the reliability of material bonds. Patricus, paternal, and Elpis, hope, directional formation and sustained material expectancy. Metricos, maternal, and Agape, love, nurturing enclosure and cohesive attraction between bodies. Aenos and synesis, insight, exaltation through elevation and the unifying clarity of corporeal arrangement. Ecclesiasticus, offspring of Ecclesia, and Macriotes, blessedness, structured continuation and the fulfilled state of union. Theletus, willed, and Sophia, wisdom, purposeful completion and the ordered visibility of material understanding. Aeons as living, material atoms of the divine fullness. These 30 aeons are not immaterial, mental, or metaphorical. They are corporeal and material, the irreducible bodies that form the architecture of divine reality. They do not act by choice or thought, but by their nature. They do not symbolize immaterial truths, but exist as the material constituents of the pleroma itself. There is no need to picture them as patterns, shapes, or symbols. Each aeon is what it is by its own stable structure, motion, and relation to the others. They are living, not because they perceive, but because they are active, durable, and productive. Conclusion. To speak of the aeons as living atoms is to restore the corporeal realism of Valentinian cosmology. These aeons are not metaphors, nor minds, nor ethereal energies. They are real, material beings in the highest sense, indivisible, incorruptible, and in ceaseless motion. Their relations generate all divine structure, not symbolically, but materially. The Pleroma is not an invisible heaven of thoughts and spirits. It is the organized material field of divine being, filled with active, living atoms that give structure, movement, and unity to all that exists within it.